Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. What's poppin'? What's crackin'? Lacking? Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. Yes, we are. And we're gonna bring others with us. So what's cracking? Real Housewives of Atlanta, the reunion part 1 of season 11. It is going down, baby. Nene came here for war. Nene came here to fight. Nene came here to let people know that they ain't her friends. They've been ganging up on her and they're her enemies. And she ain't gonna fake the funk. She ain't gonna pretend, and she is not going to lay down. She's gonna go out swinging. If they trying to get her job, she's gonna fight for it. And I told you guys, Nene feels like that all the people that's on the cast are against her, and she feels like she has no friends. Only friend that she really feel like she does have is Marlo, and she shade Marlo every time, every chance she gets. And I think she got a friend in Shamari because she liked the little wise cracks that Shamari was saying towards Eva, because you know Nene ain't feeling Eva. She had a lot more to say back then. This time around, she ain't got too much to say. She ain't the old Eva that I used to know, baby. I was like, And Nene doesn't care what y'all think about what she posted about her husband and her relationship. And she said the cast finally got opinion. They got a opinion. They feel a certain type of way. I ain't hearing it. I ain't here for that. I was like, damn, Nene, you going hard on Porsha. You guys are going back and forth. You know she's pregnant. You know it don't look good on camera, especially if they're going to accuse you the next part 2 of you actually going after Porsha and then attacking her, because they see you attacking her verbally. You know, people going to get the wrong idea. But we also know some women that go to full term and, you know, work. You know, they work in factories, they work at, you know, stores, you know, they're cashiers, they're secretaries, they're doctors, they're lawyers, and they go to full term while working. And then, you know what I mean, they don't take a maternity leave at all. They work until they can't work no more. So we'll see how this pans out for Nene. But Porsha says she can have the baby, and the water pond that was in front of them, the fishes was jumping around because the fishes heard some fugazi bullshit, and they was in tune to the shit that they was listening to. I was like, And Kandi's going to do her surrogate. She's going through with it. And Andy feels for Kandi, and he just loves it. And he just want to say, you the mama, girl. You don't got no baby mama. And we got Cynthia with her, you know, posting and texting, and Nene calling her insecure and insecure about her relationship. And Nene was like, I don't care what she says. I just feel like she's insecure. I was like, shit, friend? What friend? Friend? We ain't friends. I was like, damn, Nene. You know, Porsha was like, it's about to come. Eva was like, I ain't never seen nothing like this. And Nene was like, Eva, this is your first reunion or whatever. Or she said to Shamari, she said to one of them, it's your first reunion. So, you know, back. Nene is trying to show us that she's here for all the dumb shit, and there's a lot going on back of the scenes that we do not know about what's happening, because she really feel like these ladies are her enemies, dead up and dead down. And then on top of that, she is going out swinging. She ain't gonna let nobody take her peach easily or try to push her out the way. She's coming, and this is a Nene that a lot of people want to see. Like, keep it real, baby, keep it real. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the outfits and what they had on, baby girl. So let's get into it. So look at Eva's outfit. The dress is nice, it's pretty. It looked good on her, but I didn't like the dress because, you know, it has so many different colors, the green, the purple, the dark, the blue, and everything just remind me of a swamp or a pond where you can just jump on these little flowers so you don't get your feet wet. You know, you don't go all the way down to the bottom so you don't sink. That's what her dress looked like. And then the silver belt to go with it wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't like the design of the belt either. I did like her hairstyle. Hairstyle was nice, even though they bleached her hair so much that she lost half of the side of her hair. Like, what's going on? Too much bleach, Eva the diva. And Eva's shoes, they were pretty. I just didn't like it with the dress. It wasn't my cup of tea, baby. And this is it up close. Her makeup is flawless as usual. She looks nice. It looks natural. I just wasn't here for the dress at all. You know, like, you know, Shamari said it looked like a tree. I was like, I was thinking about one of them flowers in the pond, or in the swamp or whatever. But, you know, she did look good. Like, it's not like she looked ugly or she looked bad or anything like that. Nope, that was not the case. And so let's move on to Cynthia. Cynthia's dress was fabulous. It looks nice. It was nice. It was sweet. It was straight to the point. It was flashy. It was gold. It matches her skin complexion. It also matched her hair. It matched so much that, you know, you didn't even know she was wearing anything. It really had a natural feel to it, a natural look. She looked like she could have been a cabaret dancer, or she could could have worked in Las Vegas back in the day, but she did look good. So you go ahead, Cynthia, looking good. And Porsha, she looked good too as well. You know, she had her hair up. She put the bundles and the bundles and the bundles in. And then on top of that, if this was a white dress that Porsha had on, it would actually be like a wedding dress, a classy, you know, 1960 wedding dress. But she looked good, you know, and her makeup looked nice. Her hair looked nice too as well. It was up in a bun. She had that very classy, elegant look. It looked nice. And she wore black too, because she know that there was going to be some shit going on. And there definitely was some shit going on, baby. It definitely was. So moving on from that, let's get to this one. And so we move on to, you know, Nene. Nene's hair looked nice. You couldn't tell where the wig began or where it ended. They did a good job at gluing and piecing everything together, because we seen Nene's natural hair when she was actually, you know, filming in her house, where she alleged attacked Porsha and her belt came off. And we're going to be talking about that in the part 2 of the reunion. But Nene came there looking silky and fresh. I mean, she had her makeup looking good. She had her skin. Her legs was shining. They was in shape. You didn't see no fat. You didn't see, you know, none of that. Like, she had it going on. She looked really nice. And, you know, she had that attitude where I'm here to stay and I'm here to win. And you see her shoes. Her shoes were everything. Them shoes was just drop dead gorgeous. Like, OMG, Nene, you put that shit together. And let's not forget that Porsha had on a 13-carat ring, allegedly cost $700,000. So she was out here, you know, doing her damn thing. Let's get to Kandi. Kandi dress looked good. It looked like an old-fashioned dress too as well, from, you know, back in the day. But they glammed it up to make it more modeling. It just looks nice. It fit her nice, but it looked like her breast might have been too big for the dress. It looks like the breast wasn't really fitting comfortable. They really wasn't sitting in the dress, as you can see, as in Cynthia, how Cynthia breasts are actually sitting in her dress. Like, they look comfortable. They look like they got enough space. And they don't look like they're busting out. You know what I'm saying? But Kandi, she did look fabulous. This was a beautiful dress. It was nice, one-tone color with, you know, the light going off the dress where you could see different colors. But it was elegant. It was classy. Her jewelry was nice. She didn't even wear a necklace because the dress speaks for itself. She had the rings, the bracelets on. She looked nice. You go, Kandi, girl. You did it. You did it, Kandi. And then let's get to Shamari dress was pretty. It was nice, but I think that they went with a darker look. I think she should have had a lighter color in her hair. Her makeup was fabulous. She looks good. She got a nice body. I love green. I love black. I love these colors. But for her, I think she should have had a more neutral look, a more colorful look, like something like spring, like a nice vibrant color for her personality. Like, she didn't have to look dark, or she was going somewhere to seduce somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, but she did look nice. The wig was kind of okay, but the part to the side, you know, made it stand out like it was the wig over here. And then, you know, Eva also said that her dress, you know, was too long for her, basically because she's too short. But it kind of makes sense, because as she's sitting down, you see Eva's arms. She looks like she has little people arms or whatever. I don't know how tall she is, but it is what it is. So that is the fashion. But it seems like, you know, Tanya and Marlo are going to come through. But right now, as of the cast that was all on part 1 on the stage, who absolutely had the all-around great look, it was actually Nene, in my opinion. Nene stole the show with her outfit. I mean, just the hanger, just the dress, pure confidence. It looked nice. And then the shoes, you know, you just can't get over the shoes. The shoes were everything. I was just like, These girls got it going on, baby. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what's happening. So you got Kandi. She's talking to, you know, she's talking to Andy, and basically she's sticking to a story that you know, Cynthia had nothing to do with anything, that we didn't Cynthia didn't know that Kenya was coming through. So that's the truth. I don't need to lie about it. I don't need to fake about it, because we heard the recordings where Cynthia was actually mic'd up, and so was Kandi. And basically, you're gonna stick to the story, sticking to the plan, right? I think Cynthia knew that Kenya was coming. In my opinion, I believe that she knew that she was coming too as well. But she wanted Nene to be there too as well. And plus, it ended the season on her, at her event, at her party. And basically that helps her with negotiation and actually build up her popularity too as well. Because, you know, Cynthia don't really have them scenes and them moments anymore that, you know, you're hanging on to what's going on in Cynthia's life. So having a party with her boyfriend was cool. But Nene is telling Andy that, you know what, these ain't my friends really. They lied to me. And, you know, it's whatever. That's what she's kind of saying in so many different words, but she's not blurring it out. She's not blatantly saying it out loud to Andy. But when she gets on the phone with, you know, Marlo, she told Marlo, like, I told you they were setting me up. I told you Cynthia, Kenya, and Kandi are working together against me. And I've been telling you guys all season that it seems like the regime of the reign of Nene Leakes is coming to a close, is coming to an end, baby. So we'll see what happens with this situation. And so you got Marlo was like, you know what? I should have listened to you. Marlo was like, you know what? I think Marlo was like, you know, she's like, well, I should have listened to you. I should have paid attention to what you're saying. And so, you know, Nene was like, I tried to tell you, baby. So it is what is. Cynthia makeup looked flawless too as well. So anyways, Nene has her friend, and her friend right now is Marlo, and that's it. And you know, Nene feels like the ladies are ganging up against her. They got a gang as a conspiracy. They're trying to come after her. They're trying to take what she has. And basically, she feels like she don't have no friend. And then on top of that, she feels like Cynthia, excuse me, she feels like Cynthia is actually the part, has something to do with her beefing with, you know, Kenya. That is actually her fault too as well, that she's playing both sides. She's playing one against another. And basically, you know, she's in the middle now. And you know, she's feeling that way. I think everything speaks for itself. I think Kenya can make her own opinion, her own determination on her own, how she feels about you, Nene. And I think that she feel like you shaded her a couple of times too as well. So it is what it is. And Cynthia, if Cynthia had to choose, to me, I think she's going to choose, you know, Kenya, because Kenya only went off on her like really once on camera. Nene, you done went off on Cynthia a couple of times. You done said some shit about her and her husband too as well. But you guys made up. You was friends. But I think it's time. People are trying to get their get back, and you know, they want to stand out. Like they want this clout too. You had the clout for a long time. They want your clout now. Or maybe they just they don't like you as a human being. So I'm just like, We got the fishes jumping and yelling. I was like, And then we got them talking about, you know, Andy's talking about, oh, Porsha, your baby shower that you was opening gifts on IG. Everything looked good. You know, who didn't come? Kandi didn't come. Oh, Nene didn't come, but I'm sure they sent you gifts. And, you know, Porsha was like, well, Nene didn't send me anything. And so Nene was like, yeah. And so Andy was like, Nene, you didn't send her nothing. Nene's being petty. Nene was like, no, I didn't send her nothing. I didn't want to send her nothing. And I was going to send her some, but she started acting funny, started acting shady. So I didn't send her anything. And don't act like she's hurt. I ain't giving her a damn thing. That's how she was feeling. That's how she really wanted to talk. But she was like, I didn't send her nothing. And I was going to, but I ain't no more. So I was like, Boy. And then we have Kandi talking about, well, I sent her a bunch of gifts or whatever. And so I was like, Nene, how come you didn't show up to her parties? Because she don't show up to my parties. And then that's when, you know, Porsha was like, yes, I have showed up to your parties. I went to this party, that party. I did this. You don't support me. And then, you know, Nene was like, no, you don't support me. I don't think they're actually supporting each other. But when Nene had her event about wear your natural hair, you know, Porsha showed up, you know. And so Porsha was like, well, Nene, I think you're trying to piggyback off of, you know, Kandi, because Kandi don't show up to my events. You know what I mean? Because of that situation that went down with Kandi's people, you know, told, you know, Porsha to leave the party or whatever. Basically, so it went down like that. I don't think Nene is supporting Porsha because Porsha's really taking the limelight, and basically a lot of attention is on Porsha, and she's blooming, and she's got that glow up, and everybody like wants to know about her baby, and she's so happy and she's so excited. But Nene feels like she has been forgotten, and the midst of Porsha glow up, that she has not remembered who Nene was and how she helped her or whatever. So it's a double-edged sword with Nene and Porsha. Sometimes they work together, sometimes sometimes they don't. Sometimes they go back and forth, and sometimes they say, you're my big sister, I'm your sister's, I'm your sister, whatever. But really, it ain't no sisterhood. The shit was all fake, and Nene's just calling it out like, I ain't hiding no more. I don't support you. You wasn't hurt. Don't act like you was hurt. Don't act like you cared about if I talked to you, whatever. Then Andy was even more shady. He was like, whoa, so Nene, since you live right down the street from Porsha, have you visited her? And Nene was like, nope, I have not visited her. I have not checked up on her or whatever. I was like, damn, Nene, you making it look bad. But you know what? It's better to be real than to be fake. If you're going to go out, you go out swinging. If she ain't going to come back to the show, then she go out swinging and let these girls know. And then when they open up the show, when it was like, Nene, you're the glue to your hair, you're the glue to your marriage, and she was like, I'm a glue to this cast, just to point out that, listen, I'm the glue. I held all this shit together. I made sure it was popping for all these years. This is how Nene feels. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yep, you know, Nene's in her feelings right now. She's in her fifis because she feels like she's not getting the respect, and the ladies are not really supporting her. They're so busy with their beautiful lives and their glow up that they're not seeing Nene out here fighting and trying to swim, and she's drowning with Greg's sickness. And that's how she feels, because the way that she talks, the way that she acts, the way she says things, she feel like they don't even care. They got their glow up, everything's going fine with them. But when shit wasn't so sweet and they wasn't so popping, Nene showed up. Nene took pictures with them. Nene filmed with them. Nene was next to them. So she's feeling like she ain't getting that care about her husband. But they're feeling like, you know, everything can't be about you. Everything ain't about you. And so that's when we get on to, you know, Eva the Diva. And it was like, you know, you said that, you know, Andy was asking Eva the Diva, you said it can't be all about you. And she was like, yeah, for instance, like at my, you know, my bachelorette party, Nene was like so uninterested in this and that. Nene was like, I was being nice as possible. No damn well I didn't want to be in this room. I'm fighting with Greg and all this other shit. I'm going through hell and this fake party, and I'm already mad. I'm already upset at Tanya, so don't take it personal. So that's what Nene basically was trying to say to Eva. But Eva took it as like, yo, you're making it about you or whatever. And Nene was in her feelings with Tanya and the Greg situation and everything like that, and probably feeling like people are conspiring against her. So that's why she's been acting like the way that she's been acting. Somebody's been shooting a shot in Nene's ear, letting her know what's going on behind closed doors, baby. I was like, And so even Diva was like, yeah, you're trying to make everything about you. Like, everything ain't about you. Like, and Nene was like, oh, you got an opinion? Oh, you got something to say? I was just like, yep. And they was asking Eva about her shade, her being shady, and her shady comment, especially her comment towards Shamia, basically the colorism. You like, you know, black without the Q, whatever. Kandi felt like it was a shady joke about skin tone, and Kandi being dark herself. That's what she was like, yo, that's effing shady. That's messed up. Then Eva was like, well, if you really had a big problem with what I said, how come you didn't say anything? She was like, I did right there. I thought you knew I was. And so she was like, I'm not trying to say that you have colorism or whatever, but the way that came out, that's what it sounded like. I haven't, maybe Eva has done some stuff in the past, but that's the only thing I can say that Eva said that you can consider colorism, or just, you know, marking somebody's skin color or something like that. But, you know, Andy asked her, who has the most shade, you know, Top Model or Real Housewives of Atlanta? She said Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know that's right. I know that's right. So they talked about Eva and her shade towards Shamari, and then basically she told Shamari, and then Andy was like, "What do you think about the dress? Are you gonna own up to it? What do you think about what she have on?" She was like, I think it's too big for her, and that's when Shamari was like, "You look like a treat," and then that's when Nene laughed or whatever. So we have that type of situation. So, but you know, Eva's still not owning up to the shade. She was like, "Well, I didn't really know that was shade, this and that." So, you know, Eva's still playing the fiddle that she's trying to be this nice lady and that she don't shade people. Oh, she's just speaking her mind. Oh, she doesn't know it was shade. Then she still doesn't know what the drunk lady's name, or went to school with her, whoever that bitch is. She don't know who she is or where she came from, what she's about. She has no idea about her. She still don't know her, and they never shared the same best friends. So it just seems like she's just lying. And basically she said she don't got no problem. Then Porsha said, well, the comment that she said just went over my head. I really wasn't paying attention. I was like, Porsha, you had to say that, right? It went over your head. So we have that situation. So I was just like, So then they asked Nene, what do you think about Kandi? You think you kind of like shade her singing, and the actor. So what do you think about her singing? Because Kandi's been glowing up with the business. Todd is doing the lemonade thing. She's actually going to have a surrogate too as well. And then the dungeon, and then the plays, and then all the other stuff. Nene said, I think she's better off writing. I think, I'm not trying to shade her singing, but she's better off writing. I was like, Nene, yes, she was shading her. She was like, oh, that was like fun shade over there, when we was doing karaoke or whatever. But I think she's a better writer. I was like, So basically, Nene ain't holding no punches. She feels like the ladies are coming for her, so she ain't gonna act like they friends. She ain't gonna be friendly and nice with them. But I don't know if that's to her detriment or not, because it could make her look bad, and people want her removed too as well, or people just side with everybody else because they think that she's being too harsh. Or would it get people back to Nene being back to her old self, not taking no crap, speaking her mind and telling people how she feels, instead of faking it and being nice to people that she feels that ain't really her friends? So we'll see. It's a double-edged sword, so we'll see how it works out for her. We'll see. I was like, They was talking about, Cynthia dancing on the stage wet. Kandi, she ain't gonna do that no more. She don't know if she was wet or not. I was like, okay, way too much. But then they started to talk about the social media thing, and then it just went like, Nene, what about you out here? You out here, talking about Greg. So that situation with the Greg is just crazy. And so Kandi didn't like it, and Cynthia didn't like it. And so Nene was like, I don't care if they like it, whatever I want to say. They don't like my post or what I put out there on Instagram, about anybody, about my husband. It's my IG. I do what I want to, Andy. You don't have to write the question to me and tell me what I could do with my IG. I can post it. I can say whatever I want to say. Yes, I did propose a question, but I didn't care about what these two heifers thought. That's what Nene basically wanted to say. And so Andy was like, but you was asking the question. You wanted people's opinion. Yeah, but I didn't really care for their opinion. Basically, she didn't want to hear what Kandi had to say, or Cynthia. Cynthia said she should be private. Kandi said it should be a private matter too. Kandi said, like, it's none of our business or whatever. So it is what it is with that situation. I was just like, She's and then Cynthia and Nene kept going back. She was like, friend. Oh, Cynthia was like, oh, you're my friend, especially about that tweet that Nene posted out there, basically saying that, when people are insecure and your friend is trying to come after you. And Cynthia was like, well, listen, I called my friend. And then Nene was like, friend? Friend. And she kept saying, Nene was like, you keep calling me friend, and I'm making these sounds and I'm making these gestures that, hey, I'm not your friend, so stop saying it. And Cynthia is trying to act clueless, or she's trying to act innocent. But we'll see part 2 what really happens. And Eva had already called Nene out. She was like, you on one, you're aggressive, you're being mean, you're doing this. Like, Eva, sit back and be quiet, or go sit in the pond with the fishes. Like, just chill out. Let Nene do her. Let her show her colors that she want to show. Let's see why they pay her the big bucks. Let's see what entertainment that Nene's gonna bring down while hell is raining on her inside her house. But we already know that you got some things going on. So we have that situation, friend. And I'm just like, Nene's not feeling Cynthia at all. Like, if she's throwing it up with their friend, oh, well, we need to talk about friend. We need to, talk about that. And basically, it's talking about Nene not liking, Cynthia post about her and Hill chill, or whatever. And, like it's insecure or whatever. And then everybody's wondering who was Nene posting about when she said insecure and, betrayal, a liar. And everyone thought that it was Cynthia, but then people are starting to think that it could be Porsha. And Nene is not admitting who it is. She won't omit, she won't tell us who it is. But to me, I think she's talking about Cynthia the most, because Cynthia really hurt her and betrayed. If anybody that she would feel betrayed or hurt by is going to be Cynthia, because they were supposed to roll together. They've been rolling for years together. And now Kenya comes in and it's like, Cynthia feels like the grass is greener on the other side, baby. Nene, just, it is what it is. It's just like, damn. So Nene is not trying to hear it. She don't care about their opinions or what they gotta say. I was just like, damn, Nene, tell them how you really feel. So it is what it is. I was like, shit. what's going on? Nene is on one. Well, if you feel like people were against you, you're going to do what you got to do. And when she told Andy, I can post whatever I want on my IG, whenever, however, whatever. So if I can write whatever. No one's going to tell me how I should post on my IG. But Andy also made it seem like, okay, you know, when the show's on, there's so much going on. But then outside of the show, on social media is so much. So it seems like he's promoting them to go at each other when, you know, they're not filming. And we know that that's the case or whatever. So it is what it is. You guys tell me what you think about the situation. I was just like, damn, Nene's on one. Eva's not backing down. Cynthia is about to smell, you know, the coffee, and she's about to go in and let have, because right now she's with her man and she's happy and she's secure. And I think she feels like now she can actually stand up to Nene, and Nene's not going to bully her or pressure her or push her to change her mind about anything. But we know Cynthia, she blows when the wind blows sometimes, you know. So we have that situation. We got Porsha. She's living her best damn life. She don't really care if Nene's messing with her or not, because she got everything that she wanted and desired for. It wasn't a desire for her to be Nene's friend, you know, this time around. Maybe in the past it was, when it was beneficial, but right now she done played her part like she's supposed to. She got the husband, she got the ring, she got the baby, she got the business, the hairline, and she also got this nation. And then on top of that, people like her and want to see her succeed. So she ain't really worried about Nene, but she will jump in the pig pen with her and tangle. But she'll just look on the outside this time around and just yell over it. And all, you know, Cynthia and Eva was like, girl, ain't you pregnant? Like, yeah, she's pregnant. She knows she's pregnant. And I was like, calm down. It was like, oh no. And so we got, you know, Porsha working on her prenup, so it's a little something going on with the prenup situation. And Candy's waiting to see who's gonna expose who, if her card is gonna be pulled or not. And basically, she done been around Nene, done dealt with Nene, so she already knows how this rodeo is gonna go. But she just want to make sure most of the fingers are pointing towards Nene and not at her. And now she gets a little daggers her way, she's okay. But she still ain't feeling Nene. Her and Nene still ain't tight and they ain't close. And Nene's not happy with Kandi either, because she allegedly brought Kenya to Cynthia's party, and she was like, the girl had the nerve to hug me and shit. That's when Nene was telling, you know, Marlo on the phone or whatever. So she's feeling like Kandi is snaking her, but Kandi has felt like Nene has snaked her and dissed her and then matched it to her too as well. So shit is coming full circle. So we seen the ladies, it took them a long time to develop the courage to get at Nene, but they're thinking about, you know what, we're all on the same playing field now, and I want the same money that you get in Nene, because you ain't bringing it like we bringing it. I was like, If we get Apollo on this show and Phaedra and then Kenya comes back, it's going to be crazy. Shamari is just happy to be seen. She's just happy to be there. She's happy that she's not babysitting. But also Shamari said that she wouldn't be able to do Big Brother or leave her kids for a long period of time, because she just can't. She's too connected to them. And basically that was a little dig at Kandi, because it was like, Kandi, like, and she was like, I don't know how Kandi does it or whatever. So, but Porsha did say that she would get advice from Kandi on motherhood, basically being a business woman too as well, and a mother, how to deal with that. I was like, the tables are turning, baby. Peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Please hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on what you think about the outfits. I think Marlo outfit it looks really good. And Tanya's outfit, I love it, but they didn't come on stage yet. So when they come on stage, we're going to talk about it, baby. Peace. I'm out. One love. Stay blessed.